One thing you'll notice about Lebanese dishes, we have a lot of stuffed recipes like stuffed grape leaves, stuffed cabbage, stuffed peppers. I'm pretty much an expert stuffer by now, and today I'm sharing my latest stuffed eggplant. First, I'm Yumna, aka Feel Good Foodie. I share wholesome, nutritious meals that make your body feel good. This stuffed eggplant dish is made with short grain rice and spiced beef and then cooked in a garlicky tomato broth. The flavor is rich and unique, but the ingredients are simple and approachable. You'll just need to get your hands on some nice small eggplants. Let's get started. You'll need some baby eggplant, the smaller the better, some ground beef, onions, short grain rice, tomatoes and garlic and tomato paste for the sauce, along with 7-spice, salt, pepper, and olive oil just to cook everything together. We're gonna start by cooking the mixture. A lot of people don't cook the ground beef because it's getting stuffed and then cooked after, but I like to cook it with some onions just to add a little bit more flavor and just not be dealing with raw meat. So we'll add some onions, the ground beef, and then we'll add some salt, pepper, and 7-spice. And now we'll go ahead and add the short grain rice on top of the cooked beef. And we'll need to add another teaspoon of salt just to flavor the rice. Give that all a good mix, and the stuffing is ready. Now we'll transfer the stuffing to another bowl, and we'll use this big pot to cook the garlicky tomato broth, because that way the beef that was cooked in here is really gonna flavor that tomato broth. We're gonna make the tomato broth now. So we're gonna start with just a little bit of chopped tomatoes. Woo! A whole bunch of tomato paste. Then we'll add some crushed garlic, 1 teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Now we just wanna stir it together until it's nice and fragrant. And now you can add chicken broth to it or beef broth or just water. So I'm gonna add about 6 cups of water. And you're just gonna stir it together until the tomato paste dissolves and then let it simmer for 20 minutes or so while you're stuffing the eggplant. To stuff the eggplant, we wanna first take off the stalk from the top. And then I have here an apple core, so I'll use this to basically push into the eggplant like this, twist, and then remove like that. Now what's gonna happen is you can remove as much or as little as you want, but if you just do this, there's still a lot of eggplant flesh on the inside. So to really clean it out, I like to use this vegetable corer. So just basically use it around the walls of the eggplant, and this is what will come out. And be sure to save that flesh that comes out of the eggplant because it's super delicious in stir fries and stews and even in omelets. So next what we'll do is we'll take some of the rice mixture and using a little spoon or even using your hands, just stuff the rice mixture inside the eggplant. And don't stuff it all the way because that rice is going to expand when it's cooked. So you want to make sure to leave a little bit of room inside the eggplant. Once I'm done stuffing, I like to use a small tomato wedge like that and then just put it inside to create a cork for the eggplant. So this is not necessary, especially if the beef that you're using is not cooked. It's all gonna stay in there anyways, but I like to do this just to make sure that nothing pops out when I'm cooking it. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat this for 12 eggplants and then put them in the tomato broth and let everything cook together. All right, I went ahead and I stuffed the rest of the eggplant and I also put some tomatoes inside. So we've got 12 stuffed eggplant, and now we've got also this tomato broth that's been simmering for the last 20-30 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and drop all the eggplant in here. And then because we're not using a pressure cooker, I just use a handy plate and I push it down so that everything kind of stays together and you don't have eggplant flying all over the place while it's cooking. So we're gonna cover the pot and cook it on low heat for 45 minutes. And then the rice should be nice and cooked and the eggplant will be nice and tender. All right, now we'll remove the plate and scoop up some eggplant. Let's see how they look. So you can see that the eggplant has kind of shriveled up a little bit. It's gotten more wrinkly. And then on the inside, the rice is nice and cooked and fluffy. So now we're ready to serve them. And this tomato broth is gold, so don't forget to drizzle some on top. We're gonna cut into it now and see what the inside looks like. So you can see the rice is nice and fluffy, very well cooked, and it looks so tender on the inside. Just perfect. So now I like to add just a little bit of parsley on top since it's been cooking for a long time. And there you have it, stuffed eggplant dish that's super delicious, very flavorful, and just a nice, hearty, cozy meal that the whole family absolutely loves. So if you're used to stuffing peppers or stuffing cabbage, try stuffing eggplant. It's a fun way to eat eggplant and just gives you a nice variety for dinner time. Thank you for watching. Check out the video description below for a full written recipe. And be sure to like, follow, subscribe for more healthy-ish recipes with feel-good ingredients. See you guys next time.